Wait. Hold the kettlebell with the palms forward. Swing back and forth. No, do not need to hold it that high. Lean forward here. Swing. Use the legs. Have a little bit of bouncing action. Using the legs. Swing. Do not use the arms. Try to just, so here. Imagine the whole upper body is one unit, okay? And then you try to turn the whole upper body using these muscles here and the leg muscles, not using these here, okay? Turn the whole thing. Swing. Use your legs more. Have up and down motion. Slide up and down motion. No. Do not use your arms. Just relax. Relax here. Keep it tight here. You're turning the whole upper body as one unit. Then use the lower body. Legs. Use the legs. Kick. Right kick. Left kick. Right. Push the ground with the legs. Push. Right push. Left push. Right push. Left push. Swing. Yeah. Push up and down. Use the leg action up and down. Push. Push down to go up and use the legs. Relax the upper. Just hang the kettlebell. No elbow motion. Just to keep it relaxed here. Use the lower body action to swing it back and forth. Yes, use your lower body more. Swing. Upper body, keep the arms straight. Straight and tight. Use the legs. Have a little bit of bouncing action. Have a little bit of this feel of up and down motion. Using the legs. Left kick, right. Left leg, right leg, left leg. Again, keep the. So the reason why I'm asking you to have palms forward is with that you can straighten your arm here. No flexion here, okay? No elbow flexion. Keep it straight. Lean over more. So try to bring the kettlebell more along the vertical plane here. And then use your legs. No, that doesn't mean you're standing up here. This motion here. Maintain the spine axis, but use the legs more actively. Dance, using the legs. Dance. Use the legs. Swing. 1, 2, 3. Good. Wind up. Boom. So really try to turn the shoulders. Turn the shoulders using the lower body. Shoulder turn, using the legs. Swing. 1, 2, 3. Wind up. Throw. Yeah. Again. Swing. swing, 1, 2, 3, wind up, very good. Okay. So it should be a shoulder turn, not this motion, using the lower body motion and the shoulder turn. Swing, 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 1, 2, 3, wind up, let it go. Yeah, again. Use your legs, swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. But if you look at your swing, it's not symmetric. On the way back, you tend to flex right elbow more and then try to bring this in. But try to keep it consistent both ways. Okay? So preserve the motion of the kettlebell instead of try to bring it in, bring it in. So the kettlebell should be more. This is the same to the club motion, but lean forward. Kettlebell has to keep moving this way, like this, and then this way. So continue, let the kettlebell move along this plane, and then use your lower leg to promote that. Now it's going in too much, going this way, more laterally. Maintain the motion, the swing, swing, and then increase the size. Use the momentum of the kettlebell and then let it go. Use the lower body more actively to do that. Instead of using your arms, swing more actively, using your lower body. Then 1, 2, 3, and swing. Okay? So you have to engage your lower body a lot more. Somehow you developed a really arm-driven swing. Particularly, this is a really bad habit, coming this way here. So this is going way in. Your pelvis has to turn quite early, like this. But let it go, and then let the club head go this way instead of try to hit it this way. Again. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Okay, let me record. Let's go. Swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. So I will record it from this direction again. Ready, go. Swing. Use the lower body to swing it. Swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Swing. Use the lower body to swing it. Swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Yeah, so you have to engage your lower body more. Currently, you are using quite the arm dominant swing, and that means you're using only a small portion of your body. The actual big muscles are here. These are the big muscles. So you have to take advantage of these, okay? And then in arm driven swing, what happens is go up here and always try to start the downswing with this action here, using the arms. Instead, this action, using the shoulders. So, okay. I hope this changes your pattern a little bit. Currently, the kettlebell swing is okay. Now do the rope swing by remembering what you just did. Again, it's got to be more leg-driven, okay, more body-driven motion. So your interest is to give good speed to the rope, okay? So give good speed to the rope. Now the orange whip. You can use the lower body as if, now think that you have a kettlebell instead of an orange whip, okay? And you have to engage your lower body more. Yeah, still the right arm is dominant. Start the downswing with the shoulder turn and then let the arms go instead of try to use your right arm early on. Still, the backswing is quite flat, but you are now working with the orange whip a lot better. Okay, now your club. Now swing it as if you are swinging a rope or orange whip. Okay, it's not a golf club. And then keep good motion of the club head. Club head motion is the key. It's quite outward currently. You have to adjust the swing plane. Backswing should be faster, and then in the backswing, let the club go instead of try to pull it in. Use the motion of the club and then let it go. Faster backswing, no, continuous swing. Use a faster backswing. Faster backswing, do not fight, let it go. Now the swing is coming from the lower body, that's good. Okay, now let's go to stage 3. Stage 3 of two-step swing drills. So instead of taking steps, use your regular stance, okay? And then throw the club and then bring it back and then swing without the step. Relax your wrist. In the trigger motion, you have to bring the club head more this way along the swing plane. Come this way, yeah. And then you can introduce this wrist motion like this. This is called the pronation supination. You have to use this motion well. Okay? If you just go this way, you're not using this motion. So from here, try to bring this back actively, fast. With that, have good turn. Oh, the club head too high. Club head too high. Now, imagine you have a swing plane here. And if you go this way, then the swing plane is here. Club is already away. To keep it this way. Bring the club along the swing plane. And then with that, faster backswing. Again. The trigger motion should be also rigorous. Fast enough. Yes. And on the way down, let the wrist, relax wrist a little bit, and then add the wrist motion at the end. Okay. Okay. So this is stage 3. This will be easier because you are not taking steps. Now let me record. Stage 3. Okay, stage 3, ready, go. Okay, ready, go. No, that's good, that's good. The club is going that way. The club head is going that way at the end. So you have a crossover here. Still the backswing plane is really flat. And then now you are not turning this way to compensate that. So your downswing plane is quite outward here. Okay, so at least we eliminate the two different planes. Now the plane is aligned. However, because it's a flat backswing, then your downswing is quite outward. Again, stage 3. Try to have a faster trigger and a faster backswing. On the way back, here. So when you have a setup position here, and then put the arms down this way, and you need to have this angle here. Okay, from this position, currently you are bringing it flat like this. But let's say this is the swing plane here. So if you flex your elbow here, then this will be, and then connect the elbow and the ball, then this will be a typical swing plane. Okay, that means your club is moving along this plane here. But then when you start backswing flat like this, then you're already moving away from the swing plane. It's important to align the swing plane almost toward the target here. But when you pull it in, already you're going flat. That means the swing plane is overall shifted this way, right? So on one hand, when you start to bring the club head back, draw a line here toward the target. Try to move the club head along that line initially. Then it'll give you a better plane here instead of pulling it in. So if this is the direction of the swing plane here, then at least from the trigger motion, and then when you go here, the club should move this way here, along this line. But what you are doing is, with a little bit of rigid wrist here, and the club head is staying high, with that you're going flat here. This is how you start the backswing. You have to pay attention to that and then change it, okay? And then so here's the swing plane. The club, if you repeat the swing motion, then club will move along this swing plane back and forth. So when you practice this kind of motion here, instead of try to dominate the club, feel the motion of the club and let the club go, and then guide the club along this plane. This is one thing. And then the arms are connected here, and the shoulder is way up here. The swing plane is passing about here, but your shoulder is way high up here. So the hand moves along a steeper plane. The club generally moves along this plane, but your hand moves up steeper here. Then how do we negotiate this? While the club has to go this way, your hand has to move slightly up, right? Then what should happen is hands are moving up, but the club head is going still maintaining that motion. And then by the time you are reaching the top position, your hand should be a bit higher, and then you have a little just sort of, lay off of the club like this. You have to have this feel. But if you go more this way here, You feel this is better aligned with your body, but actually it's pointing this way. So you're going flat here and going to this position because the right arm is really dominant here. But if you let the club head go along the swing plane, and if the hand has to move along the steeper plane, then on the way back, the hands will move up while the club head is still here. Instead of going this here, hand stays close to the swing plane, the club head moves away. So club stays close to the swing plane, but your hand has to move up slightly. You have to have this position here, as if you're holding a dish or something. If you're waiting, in a restaurant, when you have to carry the food, then you will be more in this position, right? So the same thing. Yeah. So instead of going this way, you have to maintain more this way here. That way, the club head will follow the swing plane. The hand goes up, and then on the way down, the hand will drop to the swing plane. Right here, impact, and then the club head goes this way, and then your hand will also go slightly up, the finishing in this position, instead of when you have rigid wrist, then always you go this way here. Even the trigger motion. Trigger motion, you have to let it go this way here. Go here, and then bring the club head to this position. So you have to have this motion here of the wrist. So that's why you should not fix your wrist. If your wrist is rigid, then you will try to manipulate the club motion, but actually your hand has to move properly here. Okay, so keep that in mind. And you don't have to swing hard, but try to feel the hand motion. Again, so let's go to top position. Stop there. Stop there. How about, more this motion here. This position here. So instead of hand going far back here, lying this way, or this way. So keep the hands on the lateral side here, instead of going backward too far, okay? So if your hands are here, on the lateral side here, then at the end here, when you swing, again, the hands stay on the lateral side here. So that's how you guide the hands. Swing back and forth slowly, and then try to feel the motion. So try to intentionally drop the club head that way. See how it goes, how far you can go. No, the club head dropped this way. Drop this way. So you have to, you have to turn the right hand. Yes, that's good. More. You started from the flat plane here. So when you go back, you have to go to this way here. The hands should start moving up, and then letting the club go this way here, instead of going just this way and then try to bring this. So you have to go more this way here, or this way. Now make it continuous. So always when you use this motion, this fast motion, and then let the club go, then it's easy, instead of intentionally try to bring it up. So good throw from here. You have fast backswing, and using this motion, let the club keep moving. Still.
Nice.
Try to, and also it's not the arm-driven motion. It should be a leg-driven motion. So as you do the trigger and the backswing, use your lower body as if it is a kettlebell swing. Okay, use your lower body. Again, and then relax your wrist and arms. Release your pinky. Release your pinky. So maintain the grip, but release your pinky. Not your ring, not your index finger here. Hold it here, but yeah, relax the pinky here. That means you'll not be able to hold the grip that tight. And then let the club move. That's good. Again, throw and bring it back. And then feel the motion of the club. Then that way you will fight less. And then at the end of the trigger motion, allow a little wrist motion here. Okay. At the end of the trigger, allow wrist motion, and then bring it back. Yes. So always you will add the wrist motion at the end of the turn here, and at the end of the turn here, and then on the way about here. Okay, add the wrist motion toward the end. That's better. Yeah, the flow is better now. So use the wrist at the end of the trigger motion. Okay. Okay, it looks smoother. Yeah, and so the trigger motion should be more active, and then let it go, and then bring it back. Make it connect everything. Connect everything. Connect everything, continuous, smooth, continuous motion. Okay. Make the trigger motion faster. Yes. So make everything faster, and then at the transition, have a bit more time. So when you let it go, faster motion will give you big motion here, then you'll naturally have more time. Only when you try to cut it short with the arms, then you have to rush. Okay? Let it go, and then start this motion. Let it go, and then start this motion. So give enough time at the end of the turn. Yeah, now your wrist motion is a lot better. And then, so with the easy arms and wrist, try to use your body more, and then try to swing. Try to engage the body more. Yes. To me, that looks a lot more comfortable. And then, at the beginning of the trigger motion, your body posture is too static here. So that's why it's hard to start this motion. Okay. At the setup position, still you should be able to move your body slightly, and then with that, start this motion. So make that initiation as smooth as possible, instead of coming from a completely static position, and then try to do this.
Not statue-like, okay? Move your body, relax your arms.
Yes. Ooh, look at the flow. Now let me record this. Okay, ready, go. Go. Ready, go. You will be surprised. Look at the flow here. This was your initial swing. The flow is a lot better now. although still the swing plane is slightly outward. So this has to be addressed in the long term, but your flow is now a lot better. Now, again, give me stage 3. Stage 3. Now, what I want to see is your good shift motion here. So on the way down, when you turn, it's not just a turn motion like this, but before the turn, you have to shift toward the target and then turn around. So shift first and then turn. So give me a little bit of shift this way and then turn. So before you finish the shift motion, do not start the turn. Shift first and then turn. Okay? So as if there's a wall here, imaginary wall here. So you go up here and then bump into the wall using the upper part. So go here, push the wall with this part here, not sliding the pelvis, but just to push, completely push, and then turn around on the left side. To make sure you keep it this way here instead of going this way. Okay? So on the way down, you have a shift first and then turn. So your pelvis is opening early. But now here, when you start the downswing, try to keep the back toward the target, okay? And then a little bit shift here and then turn around. So delay the opening. Again. So that way you will be able to use the body better. Now, in order to actually take advantage of this, you have to have a good shift away first. So after the trigger motion, when you start the backswing, again, we have to shift first. Shift first. No turn. Just the shift first to the right side, okay? And then turn here about the right hip joint. And then you will have a shift back here. So when you have initial shift away, then you will have a recentering motion. So it's like go here, shift away and recentering. Shift away and then recentering. So it has to start with a good shift away. No, not much shift this way. That's better. That's a bit better, yeah. So let's practice this. Sorry. Fold your arms. Lean. So from here, this is what you want to see in the trigger motion. At the end of the trigger motion, you will shift this way, and then turn around, and then shift back, and then turn around. So always before the turn, you have a shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn. Okay, so practice that. Now you're just moving up and down. So go here in the shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn. So you really should have the weight on each side. You are trying to turn with the shoulder girdle motion. You try to do something with the shoulder girdle, but not keep it here. You have to use the lower body to do this. Use the legs. Nope. So when you go here, in order to have a good shift here, you have to push the ground with this leg and move here. So here, this shift is coming from good push this side. Push and come this way. Nope. Push and turn here. Push and shift. And then push and shift. Push and shift. And then push this leg and then push and shift. So this push will give, when you do this push, it will give this turn, right? At the end of this turn, you will have this shift motion. And then when you have good push with this push and the turn, and at the end you have this shift motion. So you have to use the push on the opposite side to generate this shift. Shift. No. The shift motion has to come from this push. Go here, left leg, push it outward. Here your instep is leaving the ground. That means your hip is moving backward too much. So with this position, you cannot push the ground. You have to really put weight on the left side. So again, push. Yeah, here, push the ground and then move this way. So again, push and move. Push and shift. 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 Shift. Like this. So you have to, that's why you have to use your legs actively here. Okay? And no. Do not try to turn the shoulder intentionally. Just to try to. No resistance here. It's too tight. So push and then shift. Push and shift. Push and shift. Push and shift. So imagine this. While you are shifting this way, you are still turning this way. So you are still turning this way and while you're shifting here. Okay? And then turn around. This is the same thing. As you're turning this way and you are shifting, and then turn here. Yes. The same thing. The outside. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and then make it continuous. So even the pelvis, when you go here, shift this way and turn, shift to this way and turn, shift and turn, shift and turn, shift and turn. Do not open the pelvis early. You are now learning this golf dance. So what that means is, after the trigger motion, you have this motion here, right? Yeah. So start the backswing with the shift first, and then turn around. As you are turning, you're already initiating this shift here, and then finally the downswing turn here. So try to, at the top of backswing, at the top, while the shoulder is still turning this way, initiate this shift motion. While shifting, still the pelvis, still the shoulders are turning this way, and then let it go. In. In the trigger motion, you're going this way more. Let it go this way. Use the wrist in the trigger motion. Drop the club a bit more in the trigger. Keep it on the swing plane. Still it's too high. When it's high, then you have a tendency of going flat in the backswing. Drop more, drop more. Yeah, let's try it that way. And then try to shift first and then turn around. Yes. Yes, that's how you use your body. Okay, let me watch from this direction. So it's not just a simple turn, but rather you always have shift first and then turn around. It's not arm motion, body first and then arm motion. All right, so stage 3, with a good shift turn rhythm. Again. Now he's using his body a lot better. The only thing is the outward swing plane. That has to be changed in the long term. Yeah, it's hard to change it right away. But now you started engaging the body better. So let me record this. So with that, good wind up and delayed opening of the chest. Okay. All right, stage 3, ready, go. And ready, go. Now, so this is the foundation. Now let's try to make motion really fast. So let's do the backswing crazily fast. For that, you have to have a fast and active trigger. From this, bring it really fast, but you have to slow down the club at the end of backswing. Okay, instead of just keep going, letting it go, you have a fast motion, but go slow down and then let it go. But make motion fast, always.
Motion fast, not the swing.
Fast motion, but you should have enough time at the transition. Again, the trigger can be faster. In other words, before you do the trigger, your body has to be ready.
Right.
Yes, but at the end of the trigger, you cut it short. You try to pull it down. So wait until this is matured and then start backswing. Again. So as you repeat this more and more, then you will realize that it's not about the upper body, but it's all about the lower body. The way you move your lower body will make this whole thing really easy. Again, fast motion all the way. And particularly promote the club head motion. Again. Very good. Yeah, so initially slightly oscillating is good. So here, and then start active. That the trigger was not that fast. And when you do a little bit of motion, that is something, that should be helpful for this motion, right? So instead of just quickly doing this, you have to use a similar rhythm here, and then start. The trigger is not fast. So make a trigger fast, and then fast the backswing. Yes. Again, fast the trigger and the fast the backswing. And then in doing that, relax your wrist and arms. If you hold it tight, then it becomes really hard. You will quickly get tired. So relax your wrist and arms, but this motion has to come from the lower body. So now, when you have a faster backswing, you don't have to worry about anything. This faster backswing will prepare your body a lot better on the way down. So So you will have automatically have a good downswing. Okay? So all you need is have this fast backswing. With that, slow down actively and then just let it go. Okay? So the advantage of the benefit of the fast backswing is important. You have to really take advantage of it. So again, good trigger and the fast backswing. Yes, now also you're now turning your body with the shoulder turn during the backswing. That's good. That's the benefit of fast backswing. Again, fast motion all the way. So let me record. Ready, go. Ready, go. Yeah, so if you look at the dynamics of each swing, it's very different. Still slightly inward, but now the flow is a lot better. So then eventually you will be able to adjust the swing plane. So this is the idea. Having faster trigger, backswing, it will give you good downswing. So in the downswing, you don't have to intentionally try to hit it hard. Because with the faster motion, you have a good wind up here, enough backswing. With that, on the way down, automatically you will have really active downswing. Now let's do a stage 3 and your regular swing. So pretend that we have a ball there. Okay, before you hit the ball, use stage 3 as your pre-shot routine. Still, it's your wrist is quite rigid. So as you let it go, add the wrist motion at the end here, wrist motion at the end, instead of going like this. And then approach to the ball and to the regular swing. Now here, you have to use the motion pattern you developed with the stage 3 in the regular swing, right? And then in the regular swing, you went back to your old swing, inward and then also inward that way. So again, the purpose of doing stage 3 is to remember that rhythm and then use it in your regular swing. Stage 3 and the regular swing. And remember that body motion, how you move the body. Faster backswing. Have a faster backswing. So that your arms cannot take over in the downswing. When you have faster backswing, then it will give you good wind up. So with that, let it go. When you have slow backswing, what happens is in the slow backswing, it's a flat here, and then you try to quickly take over with the arms on the way down. But faster backswing, and just to keep good wind up, and then let it go. So again, stage 3 and the regular swing. The regular swing. Make backswing faster. In the regular swing, make backswing faster. Again, stage 3 and regular swing. Yes, that's better. And but still, with the faster backswing and the weight here, instead of quickly try to go into a downswing, okay? Stage 3 and the regular, but faster backswing and they have more time at the top. Yeah, so when you have more time, then you don't pull it, and the body moves up here. Instead, enough time here, and then let it go. Now, let's introduce something in between stage 3 and your regular swing. It's a mini stage 3. So in full stage 3, you go about this high and then bring it back. In mini stage 3, try to bring about 45 degrees, about here, and then bring it back. Now, however, although this motion is smaller, but the time should be similar to the full stage 3. This time here and then this time should be similar because you're using your body here instead of just a quick arm motion, right? So full stage 3, mini stage 3, that means a smaller trigger motion and the regular swing. And then regular swing. Fast backswing. Yes. So that mini stage 3 will serve as the intermediate step between the stage 3 and the regular swing. And then try to have a faster backswing and then wait a bit more at the top. Again, stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular swing. And then regular swing. Yes. So all in all, what you have to remember is how you move your body in all this, right? Although in the regular swing, you don't have the trigger motion, but the way you move your body, lower body, should be the same. Now again, stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular. So you have to repeat this again and again so that you can do this without even thinking, okay? Even you may have to dream it so that in your dream you are using stage 3. Yes. So now he's doing stage 3 quite well. Yeah, now he's
doing that fasting. He doesn't have to think too much.
And also it will prepare the body really well. Yeah, so the faster backswing is really important. Okay, so and then with this now you have, although you have faster motion, but you do have a good rhythm now. So from swing to a swing, from shot to shot, you will actually have more consistent rhythm because of this faster motion. When you go slow and then try to go quick, then you can have a different timings. But when you have faster motion, your body is adjusting to that speed, so it starts developing really good rhythm. When you have that rhythm in place, then you don't rush even under pressure. Okay, so now again, stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular swing. So make sure that you have a fast backswing. Okay, I will record this. Okay, so ready, go. And mini stage 3. And mini stage 3. So with the backswing, try to have a big backswing, bigger backswing, okay? With the faster motion and the bigger backswing. That way you will not rush down, okay? All right, so again, the same thing. Ready, go. Go. Yeah, now your swing is becoming more and more dynamic here. really slow, and then you try to pull it down, and then the body jumping, right? Jump and then turn like this. So just to try to have a bit more time at the top of backswing. That's what you will need to develop. So stage 3, go here, and then your goal is to have good wind up, and then with that you will shift. So this wind up has to allow you to shift. It has to allow the time to shift slightly, and then shift, and then let it go. Instead of go up here and then try to come down, and then swing. So again, faster stage 3, but try to have a bit more time at the top. And then with that, give a little bit shift and see how it goes. So good speed, and then nice slow down. With that, you have more time here, and then let it go. Then when you have more time, then on the way down, you can use your body a lot better. So again, stage 3. And the mini stage 3 with a similar time. And then your regular swing. Yeah. So keep practicing this. Okay. Now let's try to hit the ball. With your current swing, the ball may go to the right because your swing plane is a bit outward. But let's see. So again, stage 3, mini stage 3, and they hit the ball. Look at the swing. And they approach the ball. So this is what's commonly seen in outward swing. When you have outward swing, then the club is moving up, and then it's hitting the ball like this. So again, pay attention to the delivery of the club. Stage 3. So ride the rhythm instead of swinging just hard. When you ride rhythm, you develop rhythm. The backswing slowed down quite a bit because you were a bit worried about missing the ball. But again, try to swing, try to have faster backswing in the normal swing, okay? Approach the ball. Yeah, it was a good shot. Yep, the launch angle was really good. So, okay, this is the last one. I will record this. So from now on, whenever you hit a ball, always use stage 3 and mini stage 3 as your pre-shot routine, okay? And then try to always develop the rhythm, feel the rhythm, and then bomb it. All right, so again, stage 3, mini stage 3, and regular. Ready, go. Was it ground. Let's do it again. So we have to pay attention to the delivery of the club head, okay, while you are swinging hard. Again, all three, ready, go. Yeah, the impact is good. Okay, the same thing. Ready, go. It's arm driven, that's why. It's arm driven, that's why. So your launch angle is fairly high. That's good. So let's take a look at this. And then when you start the backswing, in the regular swing, try to have initial shift. That will make it easy to have active backswing. Instead of just to try to turn fast, shift and turn, then it will be a lot easier. Also, when you start with the shift and turn, then it will also allow slight recentering. Okay? Yeah, the stage 3 flow is really good. Now you're not thinking anything else. Just keep it continuous. So continue practicing all this. Do you have a, you don't have rope, obviously. So souvenir, then keep using the rope. And then also, if you don't have a kettlebell, then buy a 10-pounder. Okay? And then swing the kettlebell. He was doing, in the end, he was doing pretty well, but you need to use the lower body and the dance, and this will give you good rhythm here. Okay? And then, orange will be also useful, but it's just, it depends. And, but these will be really good tools. Okay? So that instead of swinging hard, try to create a better condition for the downswing, which is the backswing. You have to pay more attention to the backswing instead of try to hit just swing hard in the downswing. Then there will be fairly arm-driven swing. But when you prepare the body really well during the backswing, it's body-driven, so it's a lot easier on your body. And then you can use the arms to control the direction. Yeah. Any questions? You made too many swings today. It's a completely different experience, right? That means you have to, from now on, approach to the golf swing differently. Yeah, it's always really important to develop good movement pattern early on, so that you don't have to worry about the movement pattern when you become an adult, right? But if you develop bad habit, one of it is that you're using your right arm quite a bit, going this way here. But when you pick up a bad habit early on, then it causes a lot of trouble along the way. Because you're not going to play golf just 1 or 2 years, but you have a lot more years to come. So, do you have any questions?
No, I still, in my mind, I still think he's laid off. We have to fix that.
Yeah. And if he guides the club properly here, then the downswing plane will be more toward the target.
Right.
Yep.
But otherwise, it just has to connect the brain. And
so your body is a bit stiff. Okay, a bit stiff, but does it do any flexibility exercise?
Yes.
So work on the flexibility and also continuous motion, okay, instead of quicker. Okay.
I think his personality is a little bit kind of like zoned in. I mean, he's not like like loose. Like he needs to be more.
Being serious is okay. Okay, that doesn't mean it is necessary to be tight or rigid. So the motion, always in a dynamic motion, you have to have good acceleration, deceleration, smooth acceleration, deceleration. It'll be easy on your body. And also actually, when you connect the backswing to downswing well, then you will have a lot of benefits at the beginning of the downswing using the backswing. So,
Okay, great, thank you. Thank you so much.
all right.
Okay, thank you so much.